While the team is rail fanning the Pan Am Railways, a train from Waterville approaches Greene after traveling near Leeds Junction. On this bright April day with billowy clouds in the sky as background, the train can easily be seen since most of the trees do not yet have their leaves. This active line on the former Guilford rail system sees about 6 trains a day moving freight that is coming east and moving Maine wood products to the west. At the fairgrounds siding in Lewiston, the pair of locomotives are uncoupled from their train. The crew has been ordered to pick up a train on the siding near Strawberry Avenue. The night before, the train had an engine failure and was left in the siding. Today, both trains will head west using the 3 working locomotives. The plan is for the 2 engines to move into the siding, couple to the 2 locomotives, and push the train on the Strawberry Avenue siding back to the waiting cars at Fairgrounds, couple the 2 trains together, and continue west. These locomotives generate 3,000 horsepower each. These locomotives were built between 1966 and 1969.
Now he's going to be clear in about 5 minutes. As soon as he does, he's going to lift his 4. We'll go with the line 2 and line 2, line 12, line 13, and then he'll meet you at Masthead Road to walk you over it. Over. Bruce, give me a ring.
DG 138, 421, 2011, DD extra 335 at milepost 164. Line 4, single track, out of service between milepost 167 and milepost 168. Charge of Formum Cat Somalis. G138 to the line 4, TOM Psycho, over.
G138, this day, containing the single line number 4, time effective 1255, 1255, over.
Roger that. G138 containing the line 4 is effective at 12:55, 1255.
Roger on that. You now have permission beyond 164. Call me Captain Mel. Give me permission to let you through the entire length of this line 4 from 167 to 168. And you have permission out of the outer service back into the in-service to W168.
Roger that. Okay, in at 164. Okay, back in the in-service at 168. And we'll get a hold of the foreman here.
You may also want to reach out and connect with DJ1 before you come out of the yard limit. Let him know that you'll be going right through town. Make sure he's in the clear before you haul down anywhere in Camlock Crossing.
Yeah, all right, we'll get a hold of DJ as well. Let him know we're going to buzz through.
Roger on that. Once you get down to Browns, you can call.
Roger.
In the 18th and 19th centuries, the Androscoggin River provided the water power needed to operate the mills and shoe shops located along the river in Lewiston and Auburn. It is fascinating to watch the cormorant run on the water so it can take off. The falls between Lewiston and Auburn make a magnificent setting for the train to pass over the railroad bridge at the top of the falls. Two historic buildings have been preserved in the location of what used to be a large slaughterhouse in Auburn. The Knight House, a 1.5-story Cape Cod house, is the oldest wooden frame structure in Auburn. It was built in 1796 and is preserved as it was in the early 19th century. The local Pan Am Railway's switcher at Danville Junction is moving out of the yard and taking a siding to allow our train to run through the yard. Gloucester and main engine number 335 is an Electromotive Division 3,000 horsepower GP40 built in 1968. Pan Am Railways has about 110 locomotives in its fleet. Danville Junction has been reconfigured so that the diamond has been removed between Pan Am Railways and the St. Lawrence and Atlantic Railroad. In New Gloucester, the train passes over the Cobb's Bridge Road on its way to Portland. We catch the train again at this private crossing at another location in New Gloucester.
Number 4, single track, out of service.
Milepost 180 is in North Yarmouth.
You have 185, we'll cancel your line 12, line 13, line 4.
Along the outside of the tracks we can see ribbon rail ready to be installed. These rail sections are about 1/4 of a mile long each. They will be welded together to form a silent, seamless rail system requiring less maintenance than the shorter 39-foot pieces with all its joints. From Route 231 we can get a top view of the train as it passes under the bridge. The Guilford Railroad bought the Pan Am World Airways and its logo in 1998 and officially changed its name to the Pan Am Railways in March of 2006. Pan Am Railways is a Class II railroad running in northern New England, from Mattawamkeag, Maine to Rotterdam Junction, New York. Pan Am Railways employs approximately 750 people. The New Brunswick Southern Railroad runs on 189 miles of track between Brownville Junction, Maine and St. John, New Brunswick. On another beautiful summer day in 2011, the train time team has traveled to Mattawamkeag to catch action at this location before the train travels to New Brunswick. Part of the train was left on the other side of the Penobscot River. This train has traveled approximately 50 miles from Brownville Junction to Mattawamkeag and is preparing to pick up a load of cars which were left for it the previous night. This locomotive lash-up includes a slug. The slug provides additional power and is controlled from the cab of the lead locomotive. Time is allowed for a track crew to get off the branch line. All of the locomotives are EMD 38-3s. The rail line from Mattawamkeag to Brownville Junction was built as part of the Transcontinental Railway of Maine in 1889, making the Canadian Pacific Railroad a transcontinental railway system. After trains get to Brownville Junction, they can continue to Montreal. Once the train has been put together, it can continue on its trip to St. John, New Brunswick. The New Brunswick Southern Railroad is a subsidiary of J.D. Irving in St. John, New Brunswick. We hope you have enjoyed watching these trains from southern and northern Maine. Thank you for watching Train Time.